That's it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Starts with a feeling, and you ride it like a wave. Crash it so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. Oh, 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 oh. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the go don't work. Oh, 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 oh. You got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ah and ooh with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Baby, you're flashing, and I'm blinded by your light. I love the way you Jupiter is rising. You got me reacting like a lunatic tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ah and ooh with all the things you do. Yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. You got me like ooh. I'm feeling you. You make me feel right. With all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Girl, got me like, come on, you got me like ooh. You got me like ah. You got me like ooh. I'm feeling you. Yeah, yeah. You got me like yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me like
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game could end up being all about the defense as both teams rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed. The Raiders are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they're going up against the Jaguars offense that will have a lot to deal with. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down. And a strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second down, Rawls trying to run inside, but nothing there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but man, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Third down and 12. Operating from the gun, Kerr gets it to Benjamin. It's caught, and he's going to get this all the way down inside. to 35. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. Kelvin Benjamin, 33 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. With about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
No, check, Patriot! Here we go now. 3-19, Detroit! Back 99, Philly, here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, line, leopard, gone.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a handoff as they run left side.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Set. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And now here's a carry heading left. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game. And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long. Yeah, better against man than zone, or? Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, this flush to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! No, check. Patriot!
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss.
Patriot!
On play action, they'll throw. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. From the gun, Kerr had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 4-yard line.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now let's look at David Johnson. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
And now here's a carry heading left. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Detroit! Over! All right, now, Leopard!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short gain down to about the 33. Third down now following the run.
Here we go now. Good! Detroit! Four down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go! Blue 90!
Now they try the right side here. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Set! Green 39!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Here we go now. Green, good.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Lucky 56.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. David Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
Well, he got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now out come the Jags. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Throwing again. Kerr. He finds Corey Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. It's a big play for the Jaguars, and even 50 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Again, it's Rawls. Shoves him away. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He'll drop to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Let's go!
They're going to look to throw. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. The Broncos are just pouring it on in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They start on the ground with Rawls. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Gun. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run. Operating from the gun. Curve. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
1st down, this is Rawls. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw on 2nd down. Curve. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Let's go!
Out of the pistol, it's Rawls. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go!
From the gun, Kerr. Unable to complete it to Green Beckham. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Fresh set of downs here. They'll hand the Rawls. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Back to throw. Kerr, his throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
From the gun on 3rd down. Kerr got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And the lead is up to 14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now let's look at David Johnson. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Here we go now. Green.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Great coverage there holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Raider defense now, here they are as they get ready to trot back onto the field. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, got pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here, right now.
Can they end it? Let's find out.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go again with Rawls. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd. Back now in the East Bay. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Kerr throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, Kerr. And it's complete. Thomas Rawls. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here we go. 1-9.
Off the play fake. Kerr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
All right, here we go. Green, 30. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Steele. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Good. Watch it now.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
this defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Now let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on fourth down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a handoff looking right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Here we go now.
And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go now. Green, 3. Now look at 56. Detroit.
Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Here we go now.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Let's go. 1-9.
Now a handoff left to Rawls. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They give it to Rawls. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. 20th carry for Thomas Rawls. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sua Cravens with a pick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jags, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.